Now, we've seen ICE raids at local businesses and across the country, and federal leaders say more raids are on the way. CBS 8's Esmeralda Perez joins us now in studio with advice from an immigration attorney with your rights if agents show up at your place of work. Esmeralda.
Well, Steve, we've seen businesses here in our county become the focus of immigration enforcement, with some workers ending up detained. So I spoke with an immigration attorney about what both workers and business owners need to know if federal agents show up at your job. ICE and other partner federal agencies carried out an immigration raid in March at a business in unincorporated El Cajon. That raid ended with several arrests. They've also been seen taking people into custody at the courthouse as they appear for scheduled hearings. And just last week, agents showed up to a restaurant in South Park and detained 4 employees in an operation that was met with strong pushback from the community. With immigration enforcement operations ramping up, we reached out to immigration attorney Tammy Lynn about worksite operations and what rights people have.
We have constitutional rights that people just can't come onto our home and just bust in unless they have some reason for it.
Tammy, who is a supervising attorney for USD's immigration clinic, tells me most of these worksite operations are prompted by tips they receive. So what should local business owners or managers do if federal agents show up?
Warrant. Do you have a warrant? And if they have a judicial warrant, read it. And read it carefully and see what exactly it's asking for. If it's asking for a specific employee or certain things, then that's really what that warrant is supposed to limit their ability to do searches and everything.
Employers should know what areas of their business are considered public and what are private. For example, Tammy says dining and waiting areas are considered public, but any space marked private, whether by signage or designation, is off limits without a judicial warrant. This warrant is signed by a federal judge. Meanwhile, an administrative warrant is usually filled out by an ICE officer, which don't have the legal weight to do search and seizures. Agents must present a judicial warrant if they want to go beyond the public areas. As for employees, if your job becomes the center of an immigration operation,
so remain silent, ask to speak to your attorney, don't give them documents.
For business owners, every new hire must complete an I-9 form. That's how employers verify the worker's identity and work authorization.
It's a fine line with small businesses. They don't have probably an HR. They are doing the I-9s. They are filling out the paperwork, taking it for as it is, and there's some requirements on that, and they have to be careful what they ask beyond just saying, let me look at the document or prove that you have authorization, because you don't want to later then have a potential discrimination claim against you for asking too much.
And if you're a business owner and ICE contacts you with a tip or audit, Tammy recommends reaching out to an immigration attorney. She says there are business immigration firms locally that could do audits to make sure everything is up to date. Steve.